What is up, everyone? Today I wanted to do this topic, how to start your owner-operator with your own authority cargo van business. And then what's next, part 2, because as you guys know, we did a step-by-step video, which I'll put the link in the description. If you're new to my channel, or our channel, I mean, if you're new, you can click on it. Literally, my wife wrote down absolutely everything we did to get to the point of being able to, start the business. Because I refer people a lot. People will talk to me and I go, here it is. Here's where we got it step by step. Some people will be like, oh, I wrote it all down. Thank you. That was good. Got right to the point. And then other people keep messaging me and I'm like, dude, it's all the information is in there. So just wanted to start it out like that, and we are going to get right into it. The first thing I wanted to say about this starting your owner-operator business with your own authority is have your affairs in order. Your startup money, your finances, the way you're going to go about it, have that all in order. Because if you go into this, like I've said in a lot of videos, with the intention of, oh, I got good credit. I've seen a lot of people say, oh, if you got good credit, you can start this. But also, and I know that works for some people, but I also get that same message. I could not afford my van payment. I could not afford this. I could not afford that. I have gas card payments, all this stuff. I had an issue with my vehicle and I couldn't, fix it. Stuff like that. So I'm just saying, before you start this business, I always tell people save up money so that you have no overhead, so that you have no payment you have to make. Because a lot of those people tell me they go to a company because, they don't want to pay their insurance and the payment. So that's how I wanted to start this, was just that little. If you're passionate about being your own boss and want this business, save up money. Save up money. If it's your passion, because it wasn't my passion. Now I really like it. I really love it. Just the freedom. But if you really want this and you hate your job, and a lot of people say, I've been here 15, 20 years, stay there another couple years. Save up the money. Save it up. Put a fund, business fund, save it up. So that is the biggest thing to me, is because so many people who do start it, then they hit me up and say, oh, this happened. Oh, I can't do it. I just got to drive for a company. Then they hate driving for the company 2 weeks later. So that's what I'm saying, is just before you do it, make sure you have all your affairs in order. And the reason I made this one too, and I'm going to do these quite often too, but this is what happens next. Like after you did the step-by-step and after you set everything up, we found a lot of our information on YouTube when we started our business too, and took little bits and pieces and got it all together and did a lot of calling, FMCSA, all this stuff, the LLC, the BOC3, all that stuff is in that video. So I'll keep the link in the description, and I'm going to let you guys know that too, because it's going to be in this description. So first off though, what you do, because this is what I get asked the most, is, okay, I started it, what's up? And first thing I did was hand out business cards just in my local area, and I got work right away at a place I used to work. But I haven't done that a lot. I only handed them out to one place and I got work. That's what I'm saying. But then I started doing all my other runs, and then they still want me to work with them and they want me to drive their straight truck. But I'm like, I want to stay. I don't want to commit to anything. And I know a lot of people like getting those committed routes or whatever, but that's not what I'm into right now. Hit the internet hard. And I have one guy who keeps going in on me that oh, all of it's a scam, and I've been doing this 30 years, and I finally told him, hop off the channel, bro, because if that's how you want to be, because at first I tried to engage with them a lot, and I'm not trying to bring up the haters, I'm just saying this is my experience, bruh. I know you keep saying you have 30 years, and I don't know if you're watching this, this is my experience. Indeed, I found so many owner-operator jobs where there's no obligation. Most of them do want an obligation, though. And they'll be like, oh, well, yeah, we'll just sticker up your van and we want you to drive for us and we'll get you home. And I'm like, no, but there are ones that are just literally, work, that's where I get a lot of my money. And I get paid, because he keeps saying I'm getting scammed, but I get paid. My bank account's good, my business account's good. So I don't know. I'm just giving you guys the insight. And he writes comments quite a bit and tells people, oh, that's not real. I've been in it 30 years. I don't know what this guy's talking about. Indeed's amazing. So hit up logistics companies. I have a whole list of them that I figured out. You have to be Googling. Some people are like, well, I Googled it, can't find them. Well, Google. Get deeper with it. hit up these companies. They'll have you fill out carrier packets. They'll have you also, you can be set up on an email list. There's that too. Interview them mutually. That's what I'm talking about with Indeed or any of these logistics companies. Like, don't make it seem like you are desperate or you want work from them. Make it like I have something I own and it's a mutual thing and it's going to be a business relationship. It's not a hiring situation. Obviously be courteous and, be a good person. I'm not saying, but just be very forthright. And that's something I had to put my Minnesota nice away. And you guys, if you've been watching my videos, I had to do that on one of my last runs and it worked out for me, made more money from it. Because, I said, well, no, you're going to pay me for sitting here. Well, and that's detention pay, but also I just, wasn't having it. But that's why I'm saying make sure it's a mutual interview. Next, get applications for loads. And I actually applied for one of these. I can't remember what it was called even, but I did. And, I have a past felony, so a couple. So, they said no. But that's the thing. I know people do that, and people have said, and that's where people were telling me about it. My wife was telling me about it, so I applied, and they said no. I'm sure there's so many more that you could apply for. Load boards is what we did at the beginning. Load boards, partial loads is what you put in. Partial loads. Some of those were DOFT, Truck Stop, and DAT, but I got the most off of Truck Stop. There's so many cold calls, though. That's why I went on Indeed and looked around for owner-operator jobs like that, and that's where I got a lot of business. Now I have returning business. So, but the cold calls are just so annoying. I'm not going to lie. I mean, that's why, too, but that's what you have to do. That's why when so many people are, what do I do, what do I do? That's why I'm always like, you have to get out there and get in the trenches. And it's annoying, but that's why I wanted to make this video. This is after you did all of that annoying stuff to get set up. Now it's really when it starts. That's what I learned. It's not like once you get it all set up and then someone just messages you and goes, hey, what's next? I write a long thing that's about a lot of this, but I wanted to make a video of just getting it out there. So there's a lot of uncomfortability, but you can't be driven by fear. You gotta go for it. When you start the business and then you're getting into it, your whole life has changed. Your brain has changed. That's how it was for me too. It was weird for me not having a boss. It was weird for me not, no one was telling me what to do. So, but I hit the ground running and went psycho. That's why when people hit me up oh, I want to do that. How do I do it? And then I'll give them advice and stuff and they'll be like, but can you, what's it called? Mentor me. If there's other things people ask, can you just, I'll pay you to do that. Cause I know a lot of people do that through YouTube. And it's nothing against them. That's a cool hustle, but I'm just not into that because I know what it is. You have to do it. There's no, because everyone's situation is different and everyone's variables are different. So it's whatever works for you. It's what you want. It's like I can guide of this stuff, what I'm saying, the things that I did. But other than that, I like I said, I don't hate on that hustle at all. I respect any hustle, but I just feel like it would be weird for me to take money from someone just to be like, okay, and now you can do this, the things I'm saying, because I do make some money on YouTube, nothing big, but that's what I'm saying. I just feel like this information is just helpful. So I message people a lot. It's just to help people. And I didn't even really expect it. We just wanted to put information out there that we wanted to know. Don't look for the easy way out. Get down and hustle was the next thing I wrote. And that's what I'm saying. When I first got into it, I didn't hit up anyone on those sites, and I'm not saying that's bad. That's good. Get information out there. I didn't hit up anyone on YouTube. I actually stopped watching YouTube my first 2 months until I started getting my footing. Now I'm back watching my YouTube that I like, the Sprinter Van guys that I like. And that's what I'm saying. I was so entrenched into turning this into a success because I did not want to go back to truck driving or any job. Nothing against truck driving. I did like it. I liked the place I was at, but I just didn't want. I just wanted to just like my wife. She has a doctor's appointment. I'm not going to look for loads that day. My daughter has conferences in the morning. I'm going there. You know what I'm saying? I have. It's just that's what I mean. So for me, I was I'm hitting the ground running. I'm not even talking to people. I was on Indeed, I was on this, I was on that, I was on load boards, I was handing out business cards. That's what I'm saying. is that's why I would never tell someone to pay me for, because people will do that. Oh, you got our course for this or that, or oh yeah, consultations. I don't hate on that. I understand it. That's a cool hustle, and it is useful information. And you are mentoring someone and taking them under your wing. So I understand it. I'm not saying it's bad at all. I'm just saying, for me personally, I just don't know what I would say other than like, go hustle. Other than this information I can give on a shorter YouTube video, and then boom, there it is. That's all. You know what I mean? Because it's insane. It's just like I said, and the reason I'm saying don't look for these way, because like you're just gonna waste your time just sitting around messaging people, but not like saying it's good. Like I have people who talk to me about their struggles and I love it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if you're just like, how do I do this? Over and over again. That's what I mean, over and over again. Like, but if we open up a dialogue that is like, okay, yeah, and then they're like, oh, and I tried this app, and I tried this, and I have this many dispatchers. You know what I mean? That's cool. That's what I mean. Get out there. Just go for it. Like, and that's what I say. I say, yeah, look on Indeed for dispatching companies, logistics companies, look those up, do this, that. That's the most I can do. Because then everyone's variables and situations are different. Everyone's from different areas for the most part that I talk to too. And that's what I literally wrote here too, and I already got into it. Watch YouTube and learn. That's what me and my wife, we watched so much of this before we even got into this, and we watched YouTube before it, but that's what I meant. We weren't messaging people like, okay, because we gathered the information, we gathered what people were saying, and then I hit the ground running, and I told my wife it's going to work. I sat and did cold calls. I sat and did cold calls all the time. Like, it was crazy. Like, and I'd come out, oh, you get one? I'd be like, no. And then finally, yes, no, yes. So that's what I'm saying. You have to get out there and get it. My daughter. My kids wanted to turn on their bouncy house, but I said in a second, I'm almost done with this. Yes, it's inside.
Got a pool in it too.
It's got a pool in it too. It's almost springtime, so they're really excited. So the next thing I wanted to say, if the dollars don't make sense, don't quit. Like I said, this is motivational, but so many people hit me, oh, this and that. I got the truck payment. I got the this. I got the that. My insurance is high. Don't quit just yet. You know, keep hustling. And some people do have to go to a company that pays their insurance if their insurance is high. And that's cool. I understand, because driving is a good career. That's why I got into CDL work, because I knew moving freight is always needed. So, but I'm saying don't quit, adjust. Like, you know, don't just quit. If you made this far to just like quit after starting your business, I just wouldn't quit yet, is what I'm saying. Just give it a go, you know, just adjust. And then I wrote, if the dollars don't make sense, get a job. Come back when you're ready. Because that's what I say to people too. If they're like, oh, it's just not working, and I've adjusted, I've done this, I've gotten all these apps, I've gotten all these. Some people have 5 dispatchers. They'll say it's still not working. So that's why I'm saying that's to the point where you have to just, reassess. Go get a job, save up, like I talk about a lot. It might annoy people because I think the general consensus is just to, you know, just get at least 2019 Sprinter van, but that's fine. I'm not saying that's bad, because I'm sure that works. I've just heard over and over again, I can't afford these payments and my insurance. I need to go drive for a company that'll pay my insurance. I hear it all the time. That's the only reason I say it. But I know for some people it works. Or they'll say, I have to literally be on the road all day, all month. I have family. I didn't want it this way. That's the only reason I bought my van, was so that I didn't have overhead. So that's the only reason I do repeat that a lot, but it's because I hear it so much. So before, how to start it, and then once this is the next step, once you're into it, these are things to think about if that's the route you're going. But that's why I'm saying, and two, if you really want this, like I said, then go get the job, save up the money, and then come back when you're like, okay, I don't need a payment and all that stuff. And stay motivated. The beginning is super scary, super stressful. The first 2 months, I was going insane. Like I said, doing cold calls. Setting up the business was insane. Like I said, description below will be literally that step-by-step how to start it. The reason I made this one is because this is when it starts. After it's all ready. That's not when it's like, and that's what we thought. We thought, oh, everything's ready. And then we went, oh, now we need to figure it out. Now we need to get loads. Your shirt's backwards, Roro. So that's what I'm saying is you have to really realize that that's just the start. That part's annoying though and stressful, but then that first month of having it all set and the business set, that was really stressful. That was even worse. Well, yeah, that was worse. Because I put all the eggs in the basket, but like I always say, we had backup money we earned, we worked hard for, we had that, but still we dropped 14K of the money we busted our butts for years. So that's why I'm saying we were still like, so now, this was the last thing I wanted to say. No one will make your business successful. Now, I'm sure a lot of those people who do take you and mentor, they can really, really help and guide you. And I'm hoping that I'm helping people too, because some of the people hit me up like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. This helped me so much, or appreciate you talking to me, because I do message people through my Facebook page, Seth Leroy Hustle Adventures. So if you need to find me or talk to me on there, you can reach out to me on there. And a lot of people were like, man, thank you so much, now I'm doing good, this and that. So in the end, that is why I made these, was so that I could find more information out there for people, because there wasn't a lot of people saying how much they make or how this or that. That's why we made ours a little bit different, where we're just breaking down everything that's happening for you, so you can watch along. Because a lot of people do debate this for years. We debated it for what, like a year or something. So she wants me to keep it on. So the reason I say that is, that's why we did this, was just to motivate people and help people. So trust me, I'm here to mentor or talk to people. But the reason I said that, he said we're getting a fence done. That's the main thing though. No one will make your business successful. Remember that. You have to hit the ground running. You have to go insane and lose your mind, and then you'll get to that promised land where it's a little bit less stressful. What did you say, Rich? Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, is like, now we've gotten to the point where we are chilling and we're happy, we're loving it. I'm gone for 3 to 4 days, and I come home and relax 3 to 4 days, and it's amazing. But anyways, that's it. That's what happens after how you start this business. That's what's next. So anyways, everyone, like, share, subscribe if you want to. Hit the bell notification if you want to. Subscribe if you want to. I don't know if I even said that, but this was Seth Leroy Hustle Adventures. My kids were in the background. Now they're going to go play with their bouncy house. Thanks for watching.
Must go cargo!
Must go cargo!